And like I was saying with this Diddy trial, it's all a bunch of smoke and mirrors. They threw all that dirt on his name, all these false narratives and false stories in the press and everything. None of that came up in the trial. The RICO charge, he got found not guilty. That's another loss for the feds. He only got found guilty on some weak ass transportation for prostitution or something. Like I was saying, you got to be careful of what they're dragging them in front of your face in these news outlets and stuff. It's all to push a certain agenda. They drag a certain guy's name through the mud, and you look at what was going on. They couldn't buy him out of some alcohol deal, alcohol brand, Dalion or something like that. And then all of a sudden, how convenient, he gets arrested or he gets raided by the feds, and they find some drugged up baby oil, assault rifles with scratched off serial numbers, like I said. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if you can see past all the BS, you'll be able to understand it better. None of that came up in the trial, so that makes me wonder why. If they reported it and it was true, surely the prosecution would have used that, but they didn't. So any thinking man would be why? Why didn't they use any of the stuff they said? Oh, were they lying? Were they making it up? Were they trying to throw all these charges at him, hoping it'll scare him, get him to admit he's guilty or whatever and take a plea deal or whatever? But now he stood on his. And it's the same thing like Young Thug, same thing like A$AP Rocky, repeatedly throughout history. Done it to Michael, same thing they done to Prince, same thing they're doing to Drake. And I have this conversation a lot. You look at the names behind it, look up Lucian Grange, look up Elliot, what's his name? Lucian Grange, Elliot Grange, Leo Cohen, look up these names. See how it's all linked behind the scenes. You'll be surprised at what you find. And then the final thing I'll touch on, when it came to this trial, you know, everyone was quick to point the finger at Diddy and all that stuff, and rightfully so. I'm not saying he's innocent or anything, far from that. He deserves everything that he gets. And I feel for her, because she is a victim as well. Like, Cassie's not innocent as well in all of this. Like, if you look at the facts, so she was complicit in it all. She was complicit with it all. So she's not innocent, she's guilty. Not as guilty as Puff, that's not what I'm saying. And anyway, that's 50 dips, 50 pull-ups. I'll touch back later. Shout for watching.